Broadcasting to the world from South Jersey, this is Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick. A weekly podcast with different topics every week. The views and opinions on this show are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of any businesses or organizations mentioned during the show. And now, it's Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick.
Yo, what is going on? What's happening? My name is Phil Rossi alongside my buddy JJ Golick. This is Anything Goes. Hello, JJ.
Hey, Phil, what's going on? It's a brand new day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're back.
We're back.
We are back. And JJ, we'll get right into the topic. Today, we're keeping it light. We're keeping it fun. We're talking about vacations. So that could pretty much mean anything. It could be...
I could use one.
Really?
Yeah.
It could be places that you go to often, places you always dreamt of going to. How many vacations a year do you take? So are you just in general a vacation guy? Because I'm a super vacation guy.
Yeah, I mean, I love to go away. I like to not have to work.
Correct.
I enjoy that when I have the ability to just kind of sit back, relax, do what I want to do on my own time, which doesn't happen too often anymore, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Getting up there in years.
Yeah, 20 years old.
22, thank
22.
you. I'm feeling 22.
I'm 32.
Hey, you know, you got 10 on
10
me.
years of awesome experience.
10 years. Yo.
So here's the thing. For me, now I'll be honest, if I take, let's just say in 1 year, in a 12-month span, I need at least, this would be at the bare minimum, at least 2 vacations.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good number, too, because you could do it this half of the year and this half of the year.
Right. I mean,
You know?
in an ideal world, I'm looking for 3 to 5.
Yeah, well,
Now they don't.
it's hard.
They don't have to all be like a week.
Yeah, just a weekend trip or something, you know?
You know, I think vacations are great. I think it's one of those things that it helps you stay determined, helps you stay focused, and it gives you something to look forward to. So if you know, let's say you're going away. I just came back from Disney World a week ago. If you know after the holidays, which is usually busy and you're buying stuff and it's that time of year, family and dinners, you know, like, all right, this is cool. But then the second week in January, we're going away for a week. And then you come back and then, you know, oh, in the spring, say April, we're going away again. So I think it does help break up the year. So you're not in this just like this churning of like week in, month after month, just nothing to look forward to. You hate your job. You're not making any money. It's freezing here on the East Coast. You know, so I don't know. Like I feel like it really... And I don't think people take enough vacations.
Well, you know what? Even for us, too, especially like doing entertainment. So, you know, we may have our regular 9 to 5, and then for us that do DJing and other entertainment on the side, whether you have a band or whatever you do, you know, you go do your 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then usually the weekends, Friday night, Saturday night, and now more often Sundays, you know, you're usually working. So even more, just taking a weekend trip.
Right.
Is nice. You know, you leave Friday night and, you know, come back on Sunday, go to work Monday.
I mean, it also helps. And, you know, to me, it doesn't really, I mean, there's places you'd like to go to more, but it doesn't even really matter what you're doing. You know, whether it's amusement parks, whether it's laying on the beach, whether it's just going out to eat. I always look at it this way. Anything you're doing on vacation, it has to be, without a doubt, better than anything you're doing at home, which includes work and bills and hardship, right? So even if you're just out and you stay in a hotel room for 4 days and you just sightsee during the day or just walk, you're just relaxing, you're having fun. Maybe you go to the spa, even the amusement parks. Like I know even Disney can be a lot of walking. Yeah. But again, your whole day to me, and this is what kind of gets me, keeps me positive and gets me excited. Your whole day is planning like, how many rides can we get on today? Where you want to stop and get a churro? Like that's your biggest concern. Your biggest concern is, we have a reservation at 8 to go eat at this awesome restaurant.
Make sure you're there and don't miss your table. That's the only worry you should have.
That's your biggest concern. So I understand that everything can be perfect, but when you're on vacation, you're just on. And I think that the more you know, if you can work it in, whether it's like with a budget, and it doesn't always have to be expensive either. Just a couple days to kind of get away because it does refresh you. It does rejuvenate you. That way when you come back, and see, I'm the type of person, like I go on vacation, and then I come back, and within the next week, I'm like, all right, how many more months? Where can I go to next?
When do I get to escape again?
Yeah, because, you know, listen, again, you should be, at least for me, chasing happiness And to me that makes me happy. Some people you'll hear, oh, I haven't been on vacation in 10 years, and I'm like, oh my god, like I could have fit like at least 25 vacations in there, at least.
Yeah, and you know what though? Those people may also consider a vacation only if you're going away for X amount of time. You got to factor that in too. So they haven't gone away in 10 years, but their vacations may be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
You don't know what they're doing. But, if you're going away every so often, even just for the weekend, go down to the casino, see a show once they're open. I mean,
right.
Should be opening any time now, because it's a new day.
Right. Right. We're back. America's back.
We're back.
So the other thing with the vacations, too, is I'm not a fan of the staycation. Like,
no.
Like you take a week off and you just stay home because,
No.
Again, like to me, you don't
Same scenery.
Yeah, you don't get in the right mindset. Like to me, for vacation, either I got to drive a decent distance, I got to take a plane, a ship, whatever. I want to go somewhere else because, like you said, I'm still driving the same roads, I'm seeing the same places. It's just, like that's all right for a day or two or a weekend, but I don't like if I go on vacation, I'm not going to take 7 days off from work.
Just to sit at home where I could get called into work. And I want to be able to say if, I get a text or an email, hey, are you able to take care of something for it? Sorry, I am nowhere near the area.
Right, exactly.
That's what I want. Even if I'm down in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock, we've been going down there. Mm-hmm. Her dad's been getting comp rooms, and I'm also getting them as well now. So
that means you're losing a lot of money.
See, I'm being smart with it, though, I'm only taking down a certain amount and that's it. When it's done, it's done.
Right.
And, the boss takes my credit card, which is nice. Very nice of her because otherwise, I probably would be in a little bit more financial trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
But going down there and they can't gamble, the two of them. My girlfriend and her sister can't gamble. So for them, they'll go to the pool or they'll sit in the room and just have a good time while her mom, dad, and I will go down and we'll gamble, and then we'll all go out to eat. And it, at first I'm like, why are we going down there? And then it's a change of scenery. You're not, sitting home looking at each other going,
Well, and the other thing is, see, I do this personally, like even with the casino, like I've been to Atlantic City. See, to me, a night at the casino is just like a regular, like Friday night. Like I work that in the same way I work in like lunch and then the workout of the gym and then I go to the casino. So it's just part of like my weekly routine.
Right.
So some people are like, oh, I went to the casino. It's like, oh my God, you went to your life must be fantastic.
Yeah, but are you staying overnight? Are you doing, getting up, maybe doing some breakfast and that kind of seeing a show? A lot of people are just going down to the casino for the night and then coming back early the next morning.
Yeah, right. You can make it more of a trip that way. I mean, I know, again, just from coming back from Disney, listen, I love the rides. You love the experience. I mean, you're at an amusement park, right? Like, again, like I say, your whole day is like, I want a pretzel with cheese, and then I'll take a churro, and then, wow, that
you're going to really need the gym, aren't you?
I already worked out like 4 hours a day just to kind of get myself back on track. But
bet you wish you didn't say goodbye to Amazon.
Yeah, you're right. Nah, fuck Amazon.
Whoa. To Amazon, if you heard that.
Yeah, I don't care if you heard it. I'll say it again.
Go ahead.
Fuck Amazon.
Oh, well.
Well, there goes the sound effect. We'll edit that in later.
Yeah. But I screwed up.
But what I was saying with, with Disney, my favorite part was just going to the park like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, going to Starbucks, getting a coffee, and then just kind of hanging out and just people watching and then going to get something to eat. And I'm just like,
you couldn't read any lips, though.
Yeah, everybody's got the mask on. But other than that, it was cool just to be, in that environment. And then, a lot of times you got to kind of stop yourself and just think, man, like, this is cool. Like,
hey, I'm in Disney.
Yeah, like I'm in Disney. I'm just hanging out. I'm just relaxing. Like I said, it's better than just staying home or, today's the big day. Today we stop at Wawa and get something. Like, how exciting.
Ooh,
so
we're back.
I don't know. So again, like ideally, actually in 2020, even with all the COVID stuff that went on, I went away. I went on 4 trips in 2020. In January, I did the Phillies fantasy camp. We went down to Myrtle Beach. And 3 trips, and I did Disney. No, I went to Myrtle Beach twice. That's why it's 4. Myrtle Beach twice, 2 different times. Phillies camp in January. Actually went to Vegas in January. No, 5 trips.
You know what? You're just making me jealous here, babe.
5. And here's the thing. Now, Atlantic City is cool. But that's why we wanted to go to Vegas in January. Now,
Yeah.
again, when you're inside the casinos in Vegas, you really can't tell whether you're in Vegas or Atlantic City. The casinos, the machines sound the same. But when you're on the Strip or you're just in Las Vegas as a whole, just the appearance and the lights of the environment is just cool, right? Like if you've never been there, just to go there and experience the Strip and take the pictures and do all the touristy things that you do is just a cool experience. You got to at least go once, I think.
Well, our friend Zach that was on the show a few episodes ago, his 21st was actually supposed to be down there. We were supposed to go to Vegas. His grandfather, dad, I believe I was going to go, and another friend. We were all going to go down there for his 21st. And with COVID, that all kind of fell through,
Right.
everything going on. But that's what he was saying. He's like, I really want to experience it.
Yeah, it really is. It's cool, and you can't listen. You've seen pictures, you've seen movies, you heard songs, all this other stuff.
I
for
heard
years.
you can get a divorce at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, there's a lot of again for me, we went to the Las Vegas sign, but it was like 2:00 in the morning. We were out all night. We were at the casino doing other stuff, eating, and then it was cold because we went in January, and it was like 2 a.m. We're like, we haven't seen the Las Vegas sign. Let's put it in the GPS. Go there. We go there. Now during the day, usually there's a long line. People are taking pictures in front of it because it's so iconic. But at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, even in Vegas, there was nobody there. So it was cool to kind of just roll up. We were the only car in the little parking lot area there, and they just go and take like a million pictures with the sign.
Wow.
So just those kind of things are just cool. Or like going to like an In-N-Out Burger, which we don't have here,
Yeah, I've always heard about them.
and they're really good.
Are they?
Yeah, they're really good. The coolest thing, I mean, listen, it's a burger, it's fries, it's good. It wasn't anything where I was like,
Fat lives matter.
yeah, yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. But the coolest thing was the way the employees were dressed. Like they looked like military in there.
Really?
Yeah, they got like really nice iron press shirts on. They're like it's like the complete opposite of like McDonald's and Burger King.
Well, McDonald's and Burger King and all these chains now, they're trying to be more hip. So like you used to wear like black dress pants or black Dickies or
They
whatever.
used to look nice
and
They're professional.
But now they're encouraging them to wear your own style with this LGBTQ, XYZ, LMNOP, whatever. They're encouraging people now to, which, you do you, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think in business, business still needs to be business.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the uniform regardless. I just think it looks nice. It looks everybody. The reason the military does it, like I always think it looks super dope when like the military's there and they're all standing there, neat hats, guns. Everybody looks the same. It just looks badass to me.
Don't fuck with them.
Yeah, I mean, to me it looks cool. Like even in sports, I think that's how it looks cool. Like I'm a fan of the baseball uniform just because everybody looks good. I mean, you got the belt, the shirt's tucked in, everything looks cool. You got the hat, you know what I mean? Like it just looks like there's obviously uniformity. It looks cool. So we did In-N-Out Burger. Like we did Vegas, we did Disneyland earlier in the year for a day too. And I think it does definitely make you more cultural, and does give you a lot different experiences when you see and go to different places and talk to different people. 2 years ago, I actually went to Amy. Her family, her mom's side is from Guatemala.
Okay.
And I actually went to Guatemala for a week.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And honestly, the first day was like a culture shock. It's like, wow, this is nothing like I'm used to. Obviously everybody there speaks Spanish. And it's not where like you can go to Florida and they also speak Spanish, but you can speak English. They speak Spanish. Like they don't speak English.
So you
there.
didn't talk much.
Yeah, no. I mean, the good thing, Amy and her sisters and stuff are bilingual, so
Well, that's pretty cool.
yeah, so obviously they can help me out. But
So if I ever need help with Spanish, I know who to call.
yeah, I mean, Amy is going to have her master's in interpretation and interpretation and language.
That's awesome.
in-
So what we
like a month.
need, so if we want to translate this podcast, we could just have her do a couple of different voices.
I don't know if she can do different voices, but she can translate the words.
Well, apparently people say we sometimes, depending on what we're talking about, sound alike. So she might
I
be
don't
able
know.
to just do those episodes in its entirety.
Yeah, maybe. I think the more they listen, the more they'll be able to distinguish.
That's what I thought. But
who's
then
who.
there's still some people, and I'm just like, if you really want to think about it, the beginning of the show
Yeah.
will tell you who's who.
Yeah, right. You got to listen from the beginning. You can't. But see, you know the way it is. Like people, they're skipping ahead. Damn bastards.
You know what we're going to start doing? We're just going to start doing it in the middle we're going to do the introduction in the middle and throw them off.
Yeah, every 6 minutes we'll do it. We'll reintroduce.
Oh, crap, it's time.
Broadcasting to the world from South Jersey, this is Anything Goes.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
This is Anything Goes. I'm Phil Rossi. That is JJ Golick.
That's me.
So,
Welcome back.
now when is the last time you've been on vacation yourself?
Actually, during the pandemic, we went to North Carolina.
Okay.
And I went on 2 back-to-back. It was nice. Partially. The pandemic, of course, screwing stuff up.
That's what it does.
We were supposed to go down with our friends. It was going to be me, my girlfriend, my family, and another family. We're all friends. We were going down, and we got a beach house in North Carolina. And we were all, getting nervous. As we're getting closer to the trip, we're wondering, are they going to call it off? Are we going to be able to go due to COVID? Now, we got the okay due to COVID. Go ahead. You can go. It's all been sanitized. You're good to go, all that BS. Well, we're on our drive down, and there was a tropical storm warning? I believe it was not too long ago. It was that week.
Yeah, you're right.
And there was a tropical storm, I think it was. And we did not hear anything different because, keep in mind, it's a 9-10 hour drive to where we had to go.
Yeah, because we actually did the same thing. Not to cut you off. We actually drove to Myrtle Beach the first time, which, it's the same thing. It's like a good 9-10 hour drive. Which
it's long.
Yeah, which at first you're like,
and we had the dog. We also had a younger child that was in the group, and we had 3 cars all trying to follow each other. A minivan, a Jeep, and my Dodge.
Yeah, that's tough.
And we're all packed to the brim.
Yeah.
And needless to say, we're probably 2 hours out at this point, and we had to turn around. They were evacuating the island.
See, we were going to do yeah, we didn't have that problem.
It sucked.
But we were going to do that too. So what we do, instead of doing the 2-3 cars thing, we just rent one big car. Everybody kind of pays their share, and then we kind of stuff that if you can. That way, it's not like the presidential motorcade rolling down to North Carolina.
It is a pain in the ass, but as much we did get one of those big cargo things on top of my dad's Jeep.
Yeah.
But we were going to get a minivan, but the problem is, we're all long-legged people. Mm-hmm. And even with a minivan, sometimes it was easier and for us to be able to all switch off and drive, too.
Yeah, I mean, and
I didn't really want to be, I love my parents dearly. I love them all dearly, but they are not good passengers.
Right.
So
it's really hard. I mean, again, you got the problem with the young kids, with the older people. But again, I look at you also have to look about this when you're going on vacations, as even the trip down, like even the travel part, you got to try and make that as fun as possible.
Sing some show tunes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things.
On the way to Cape May.
Yeah, we also like to stop at Cracker Barrel. That's like our spot on the I-95.
All right.
So sometimes we'll drive, sometimes we'll fly. I mean, even in the airport, even if we get there a little bit early, it's like maybe we'll check out the restaurants. Like anything that kind of make it.
Getting to eat a cheesesteak at 4:00 in the morning was a highlight for me.
Yeah, right. Like
first time going to the airport.
Yeah, right. Like whatever you got to do. Them. Again, this is the start of your trip. The worst part of really any vacation for me is obviously leaving because you're coming back to hell.
Yeah, right.
So you're like, oh shit, like
we're back.
Yeah. So like we're trying to go, it's like, oh, you're leaving the room, you got to pack everything up.
Make sure you didn't leave anything because if you did, you're screwed.
Right. I know. Even for this last trip at Disney, we got there late on Monday, so we just kind of checked in, got something to eat. We did the parks Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then our flight didn't leave late until Sunday, like 9-10 o'clock at night, and we didn't have a ticket for that day. So I was like, man, what are we going to do all day? Like, I'm just not going to wait here to go back to hell.
Yeah, no thanks.
So then we upgraded our ticket, and we went back into the park all day on Sunday. And I was just like, man, what a great idea by me.
Oh,
because I'm always willing to squeeze another, couple hours of fun out. Because the other way, it's like just kind of sitting in, purgatory, waiting to go back. It's like, I'm not really into that.
You're on death row.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Here we go again.
And I'm the kind of person, I don't know about you, I'm up for, anything. Like, if somebody's like, you want to go to North Carolina and hang out by the rocks? I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Well, let's go.
There's really nothing.
That's Zach and I. Zach and I will sit there and we'll be like, hey, you want to go do this? And next thing you know, I'll be like, hey, we're going to do this.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing with vacations, whether it's girlfriends, wives, whatever. You need to be with people who are up for. Because you don't want to be, because I've been around people and dated people that were like, no matter what you wanted to do, they will put up a blockade of reasons why it can't happen. Or, oh, it's too late. Or I'm not really into that. Or I don't really, like, no, bitch. I just want to, I gave you a great idea. I'm going to go with or without you. I want you to come with me. Why everything I say do we have to fight about? And we can't go have fun.
Damn. Sounds like a breakup right before or after.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I hear is problems and you sleeping on the couch.
The reason you and Zach love each other so much, and the reason you guys date, is because you get along with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, basically, you're like a great couple. Because it's like, hey, babe, you want to do something? You're like, yeah, babe, I do.
Yeah, well, you know what?
And you do call each other babe, which is kind of cool.
No, we don't. I should have him call in and be like, I need you to settle a little dispute here. No, Zach and I we are good friends, and we want to plan these different trips. Like, we just went down, a day trip to the casino and had a field day. We really did. We went down there and we had some lunch and then, hit the slots and everything and had a couple drinks. And it was a nice little day trip. We were both off, and we both just recently had gotten let go from our seasonal positions at Target. So we were still in the, well, screw them. Let's go have a good day.
And here's the thing, a day trip, a week trip, go away 3-4 times a year, twice a year, whatever. It's, that's called, for people who don't know, it's called living, right? Like you're
living.
You're enjoying life, right? Like,
is that what we're supposed to do?
Yes. Yeah. So it's good.
Okay.
And the cool thing is I have noticed that younger generations of people, I feel like we have a different mindset, a better mindset of, again, chasing happiness, living a better life. Because if you talk to, listen,
I don't want to be miserable.
Yeah, at least in the people that I've talked to, a lot of it is, and I think it was just society. Like, it was just more like work, grind, and you never really had a good work-life balance.
Yeah.
And I think that's bad because, years ago it was more like, let's get to 60 and retire and then we'll enjoy. And I'm like, first of all, I might not make it to 60.
Right.
I think,
don't know.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, the odds are in our favor, but anything can happen. And the other thing is, I won't be as strong. I won't be as sexy at 60 as I am right now. So you know what I mean? It's like, oh, wait until you're 70 to get a convertible. Yeah, but at that point, my hair won't be blown in the wind because I might not have the sexy ass hair that I have now.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like, all these things I've kind of thought to myself, and it's like, so I'm going to waste 30 to 40 years of my great years to get to the point where I'm 65, and you're obviously going to be on more of a decline at that point.
Yeah.
To live the life that I could be living here.
Unless you go live in the Villages, Florida.
Yeah.
Those people know how to party.
And here's
I'm not kidding.
And I don't know, if, moving to Florida has always been, and it's getting more and more attractive to me. Just because
you're getting up there.
Yeah, right.
You see?
Yeah. Florida starts to call you once you reach 30. It's like, come to me. And that's why all the old people are there.
But you know what?
But not Miami, because they got some sexy people in Miami.
So that's why you like to go.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
What does she think about that? Yeah.
I mean, when I'm talking, see, she's Spanish, so she'll fit right in.
Right, but how does she feel about that? Is she one of those?
Let's move on, JJ. Move on.
Round 1, fight.
That's what I think you're going to be hearing.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Well, so going back to vacation, we ended up going back to North Carolina.
Okay.
We made the decision that they were letting people back on the island, and we said they took some. I think they took a little bit of money. They gave us a refund. And we went down there, and we had a decent time, but you couldn't really do anything. So we were kind of just hanging in the house. So let
me ask you, what month did you go? Because we went early. The pandemic started in March, so let's see, March, April. We went in May, and we were in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and stuff was open. We were doing no mask. We were eating at the restaurants. It was pretty cool. I mean, we didn't really have any restrictions down there in May. We were on the beach. We did the pool.
This was the week of August 8th.
Yeah, so we went earlier, actually, which actually benefited us because before they started doing like these crazy mask mandates all over the place. Yeah. And it was still like the Republican conservative states are still like, yeah, we're not locking down. We don't believe in that. But I think by the time you went in August, it was more like everybody was adopting these lockdowns and shit like that.
Well, and the hurricane or tropical storm, whatever the hell you want to call it, that was coming through did not help matters at all.
No, that just gives them another excuse to turn you back,
And that's exactly what happened. We weren't able to get on the island. Like, we were even say, screw it, we'll take the chances down there. But they wouldn't let you on.
No, correct. Yeah.
So we ended up going down there. So after we drove all the way home, and we were thinking, are we just going to can this thing? And we ended up going down. It was a last-second decision. We're like, all right, we're going to go. We went down there, had a good time. And then Hillary and I turned around. We came back. We did the drive. We took the day off, the rest of the night to wash clothes and relax. And we ended up going away to the Poconos with their friends. And if you ever are going on vacation, please make sure that the essentials are there. Air conditioning, heat, depending on the time of year.
That's because you went to the Poconos.
Yeah, well,
If you go to a place with more civilization,
you know what, Phil?
You can.
Phil, this is.
I go
camping. You're in a
camping.
relationship.
I went camping and I didn't realize why I couldn't turn on the damn lights.
Phil, see, you understand that when you're in a relationship, it's give and take, right?
Yes.
So she came with me to North Carolina with my family. So I went with her and her friends to the Poconos.
So you're saying you really didn't want to go?
I did not really want to go, but so I ended up caving and going. And I'm like, we look at the house on the outside. It looks really nice until you realize that only one room had air conditioning. It was one of those window air conditioning units, and it was the master bedroom. That was it. Mm-hmm. At one point of the trip, this is the kicker. Of all things that I thought would not go wrong, I went to take a shower, and the hot water was no more. Mm-hmm. And this went on for 2 days. The hot water. We called the lady.
And I'm assuming you didn't have the master bedroom?
How'd you guess?
Because you're complaining about it.
Yeah. We actually had the only room that did not have a working fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And this was in August?
This was in August. This was, yes, as soon as we got back. So it was hot.
I should have slept in the car.
I was thinking about it, but we didn't take my car.
Oh.
we all piled in the friend's car. Mm-hmm. And, you would think, so we ended up going downstairs. We took the mattress there were 2 twin beds, and we ended up taking the mattress.
It sounds like an episode of Full House or something.
It really, oh, if you knew the half of it. We ended up taking the mattresses, the 2 of us, a couple of us did it, and we pulled them down the stairs and did like this thing in the living room because it was cooler downstairs.
Right.
And there was an air conditioning unit in the living room. It didn't really work, but it was better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you live and learn. I've learned a long time ago.
Plan it yourself.
I plan and book it myself because I feel like I have, at least for my own knowledge, I know like where I'm going, what's in the room, what amenities are there. Because again, we were like, oh, let's go with friends. Like, I don't know who these people are or, what they like versus what I like.
They're all now talking about doing another adventure. They want to go.
Well, you should tell them that's cool, but you can stay in the other room and I'll take the master bedroom with the air conditioning.
Oh, see, the rule is whoever books the place usually gets the master bedroom. Now, there are many things wrong with this scenario for me, but after the track record of this, I don't see a point, especially right now, in booking a place like that. It depends on where.
It really, yeah.
Because if you're going to be tied down and not be able to do anything at all.
So what do you do there?
Well, there was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of.
Yeah, I'm out.
See,
here's the thing. Like, if you're not a, and I'm not a drinker. Like, again, personally, like my fun is not like day drinking and then being plastered all day. Now, some people they like it. That's cool. You're an alcoholic. Go seek help. But other than that, like that's not really my thing. Like maybe I'll have a few drinks at night here and there, or depending where we're at. But like I'm not looking forward to every day just
it's
drinking.
It's a new day. It's time to get hammered.
Yeah, like it's not really my thing. So again, that's why it's important to find people that.
That's why you won't find Phil in the club.
Yeah, just DJing, but not not actually in there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I like to dance, but I don't have to be plastered to.
That's because you actually can dance.
Right. That might be true. Yeah, it's weird.
Do you
like
sing karaoke too?
No, I don't sing karaoke.
See, that's because you don't drink.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, now this is off topic, but I have hosted karaoke nights.
Good, we got to talk.
Where other people have been drunk, and
Oh,
it's you know how it is. It's an absolute disaster.
I did karaoke, and they were so drunk. It was an Eagles pep rally that they were having prior to us coming in and doing karaoke. And I remember Keith and I looking at each other. I played the Cupid Shuffle. I don't know why the hell I did it, but I ended up playing it. And this lady grabs the mic and is going, EAGLES Eagles. And she's got that deep smoker voice.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And I'm looking at Keith going, she's singing the Eagles fight song along to the Cupid Shuffle and doing the Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, people are weird. But listen, vacations, you got to take them.
You always got. It's like your medication in the morning. You got to take it.
They're super important.
Dr. Phil presiding.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's if you're not taking vacations, like you ain't living.
And if you ain't living like Phil,
yeah, you're really screwed up.
Yeah, you need to live like Phil.
Yeah, listen, enjoy life, take vacations, go places you've never gone to before, go places that go to the Poconos where they don't have air conditioning. All this stuff helps you. All this stuff helps you. It just gives you different experiences. It gives you
go
different
there
things
when it's freezing.
I mean, most people do.
Okay, again, I was forced into this.
Right, listen. You're forced into it because you're controlled.
Not completely. It was, again, relationship, give and take. Listen to our previous episode. Right?
Yeah, true.
See? I'm not wrong. I'm listening to our advice.
Now, let me ask you this real quick before we get out.
Where are we going?
Have you ever... Nowhere. Have you ever... You're going your way. I'm going to go my way. Have you ever been to Disney World?
Once.
How old were you?
Let's see. I was a freshman, so...
So like 14, 15?
Yeah.
Now, did you go to all 4 parks?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I enjoyed it. It was a different experience. Are
you like a amusement park ride guy, roller coaster guy?
I think I would have more fun now.
Okay.
I wasn't as much of one, like I would do Down the Shore, the rides and stuff like that, but I wasn't so much into it. Now, dating a Disney fanatic and watching more of the Disney movies and getting more into it, I think I'm going to have a lot more fun the next time that I go to Disney.
Right. Yeah, and Disney's not a place for, it's for kids, but it could still be enjoyed. Again, listen, like I said earlier, anytime you're on vacation,
you got to be
not
a
working,
kid at heart when you're there.
Yeah. And that's what I think. That's one thing I have noticed is that I'm definitely a kid at heart. Like I love collecting still like Funko Pops and toys. Like I'm still.
Do you do the pins?
Amy does some of the pins, but I also like. I think it's cool. Like I like kind of looking and then getting ones that she'll like and then buying them for her. So again, if you're a kid at heart, if you're like pure like that, then I think you'll really enjoy it. A lot of people that don't enjoy it are probably just like evil, sadistic bastards. But I think if you're like generally like a kid and you know, regardless if you're 10, like I still feel, even though I'm 32, I still feel in some ways like I'm 12.
Right.
Like I still get excited if I'm like, oh man, there's that Funko Pop I've been looking for. Like I need to add that to my collection.
Some people when they were doing like the live performances.
Yeah,
they would
right.
All of a sudden there'd be a flash mob in the center of, in front of the castle. And I thought that was really cool. They had like the Blues Brothers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know some of these things have been taken away, but it was just cool seeing. And most people seemed a lot happier because they're in Disney. You weren't dealing with as much, at least for what I remember.
Right. Even this time, even a week ago, everything that's going on in the world, like it just seems like it's so negative and so bad. When you're there, it does feel like you're literally in a different place. Especially at such a tough time in the world, in the country. When you're there, it really does help you, feel better because everybody there is happy for the most part.
I heard that if you're not,
cool.
you're not going to be a cast member there.
Yeah.
I heard you have to be upbeat all times. Doesn't matter if you're in the costume or not.
Yeah, you have to.
It's kind of like when you're a customer service person over the phone too, in our job.
Right.
If we're all tired and depressed and I hate the world and Joe Biden sucks and he's going to ruin America.
Yeah.
That's not how we talk.
And here's the thing too.
Oh no, now you're going to do it.
Now, even if, what's funny is Donald Trump was going to ruin the world for 4 years.
He did.
And
He ruined it.
and we're still here.
He ruined it.
And now Joe Biden's going to ruin the world. He'll be out in 4 years.
No, Joe Biden's going to do so much better.
So,
He's already on a roll.
I mean, and the way to get through the Biden administration is just to go on a lot of vacations.
That's what I was thinking. I think I'm going to follow your method on this because,
So if
quite
you-
personally, we're only a day in and I'm already disgusted. So.
Right. So if you go away 5 times every year in the Biden administration, by the time you know it, he'll be out.
And see, I also want to go back to Canada. My family's big into the band Metallica.
Okay.
So we saw them in Philly. Mm-hmm. They were here for the Hardwired tour. And my dad got a wild hair idea. He usually gets these on Sunday mornings. He'll be browsing the internet. And, before we had Flyers season tickets, hey, you want to go to the Flyers game today? Hey, you want to do this? You want to do... He just, I don't know why, but it's Sunday mornings when he gets up, his brain must start turning, and he comes up with these ideas. How North Carolina trip started 2 years ago. That was how the trip came about, was a wild hair idea. And he started talking about it. And we went to Toronto to see Metallica and ended up wrapping up with Niagara Falls and doing all of that.
Yeah, that's a cool trip. I've done that too. I've been to...
It started to go see a band.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. That's one of the cool things. And I'm also, this is the last point I'll make on the vacations, is it's cool to have them planned out because, if it's like Disney and stuff like that, it's good to plan it ahead with the discounts and the stuff and kind of get all your passes and stuff together. But the other cool thing sometimes is just doing something random, right? Like, say you have off on a Friday and then you have off the whole weekend. And then like Thursday night, you're just kind of sitting at home, you're chilling, and you're like, it would be cool if I was just checking online and there's a flight leaving tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. going to wherever you're going, you want to go. We'll just go for 3 days, like just random, spur of the moment, out of nowhere. Even stuff like that. Like sometimes I'm just like, maybe we should just take a trip to South Carolina. You want to fly out to Florida? And again, even a plane ride to Florida is only 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can bounce there on a Friday, stay, Friday night, Saturday, leave late Sunday, just on a whim. And some people, they're like, everything's got to be planned, and I get that. But then sometimes it's cool just to be like,
I'm in the area.
Yeah, let's just do something crazy, or let's just go down and go to this restaurant I've been looking at. And people, and don't be...
Phil, we're going on a vacation together.
That's cool.
That sounds like fun.
I think Vegas might work.
I think, me. You know what? We'll bring Zach along because I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
we didn't get to.
Yeah, Zach's been dying to go. And
we could do an episode from there.
Yeah, we could.
I could bring the stuff. Because now I can fit it all in the backpack.
Right.
We could bring the studio.
And with all the crazy shit that goes on in Vegas, us broadcasting would probably be the most normal thing they've seen.
Yeah, right.
Just like randomly on the street, it's like
we'll just set up a fucking table. We'll be sitting there live from Las Vegas.
Yeah, they don't.
Anything goes.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. And really, that would be the perfect thing for Vegas. Anything
and just
goes.
interview people as they're walking by. What are you doing today? What are you doing today?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got married. Hey.
Yeah, it kind of be like an on the street, segment. But again, I think it's 100% necessary to go.
Get to it.
You have to.
We got to start planning. No, I'm serious. Let's plan this.
I'm down.
Let's do it. Anything goes.
It does.
Right?
All right, JJ. Well, that's enough talk with you today. I've had just about enough. Vacations are awesome. You got to give us the socials.
Yeah. At Anything Goes, PJ, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let us know what you want us to do.
And thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Out of here.
This is Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick.